So after the primary extraction, which is done with water and alcoholic organic solvents, we move on to separation of the solid glycoside. Okay, you have to bring the solids into the solvent. You have to remove the solids from the leaf and bring it into the solvent. So primary extract is clarified by flocculation or electrocoagulation. For purification, the extract is treated with flocculants like calcium hydroxide, aluminum hydroxide, alum, calcium carbonate, ferric chloride. These are flocculants. They act as precipitator. Okay, so when the leaves are treated, when the primary extract is treated with these chemicals, either you can use calcium hydroxide or aluminum hydroxide, alum. இப்படி வந்து தண்ணியில வந்து impurities இருந்தா you add alum so that all the impurities will be suspended solids ஏதாவது இருந்ததுன்னா it will get it will precipitate and get settled down. So அதே மாதிரி you can clarify it. Clarify na make it more clear. Suspended solids இருந்ததுன்னா you add these flocculants, they call it. So they will they will make the impurities dense so that they settle down under gravity. So அடியில வண்டலா தங்கிடும். Impurities வந்து அடியில வண்டல் மாதிரி தங்கிடும். So that is the role of this flocculant. Okay, they precipitate the gummy resin, polysaccharides, pigments, proteins. இதெல்லாம் unwanted things. We don't want all these other extra compounds. We want only the glycoside. So other compounds, other molecules will precipitate. They will come down and settle down as precipitate. So அதுக்கு தான் வந்து clarification சொல்லுவோம். So the extract will become very clear. That is only called clarification. So next step is purification. For purification, we use ion exchange chromatography technique or ion exchange purification. The clarified liquid extract is passed through a column. It's a glass column which is filled with resin granules. Resin granules, they are like glass beads madri irkom. You can fill the column with resin granules and the extract is poured from the top. And the resin absorbs the steviol glycosides from the extract and the glycosides are stored within the resin. So நமக்கு எந்த compound தேவையோ that will get absorbed in the resin, but whereas the other things will just go down. So you in the end you will get pure steviol glycoside which is adsorbed onto the resin. Okay, so the adsorbed steviol glycoside is washed out from the resin column with alcohol. So in the resin molecules, resin granules la padinjudum and the steviol glycoside வந்து padinjudum. So you can wash it out later by adding ethanol. So on the column resin மேல ethanol போட்டோம்னா ethanol ஓட it will get washed out. Okay, and then pure alcohol is fed to the column and the alcohol with the steviol glycoside dissolved into it comes out. So when you pour alcohol, all the steviol glycoside which is adsorbed on the resin will get dissolved in the alcohol and they will come out. Okay, so alcohol also carries some amount of pigments and some salts as impurities. Still some amount of impurities will be there. Then that can be removed by solvent extraction. So in the solvent extraction method, the clarified water extract is mixed with water immiscible organic solvent. This is called separating funnel. Okay, you have to use either you can use water and ethanol, or you should use two immiscible liquids, two solvents which don't mix with each other. Okay, so the solvent, you have to make use of a solvent which has a high affinity to the steviol glycoside. So you can use any kind of solvent, any organic solvent. So after you have to mix it very rigorously and then keep it for standing for some time. So when they stand, the water layer and the solvent layer will separate. You can see the separation. Okay, the water layer which is now devoid of any steviol glycoside is sent to the effluent treatment plant. The water is dense. Okay, so this is water. You add an organic solvent. Your steviol glycoside is there in this solution. When you add organic solvent and mix it, all the steviol glycosides will move to the organic phase, and the water will be devoid of steviol glycoside. So this is, it is easy to remove the solvent because water has a high boiling point. 100 degrees another water will become steam. Whereas organic solvents la within 30 degrees, 40 degrees it will become steam. So you can get the pure powdered form of steviol glycoside when you transfer it from water to organic solvent. So when you boil the organic solvent to less temperature itself, the organic solvent will get vaporized and leaving the steviol glycoside as crystals. Okay, and then you can actually you can recover the organic solvent when you combine solvent extraction with distillation. Distillation, you can send the solvent to the distillation unit and you can get back the solvent. And then the solvent layer is treated with activated carbon. So you will see some coloring substances will be there. So when you pass it through activated charcoal, the colored substances will stick on to the charcoal and you will get pure um, the solvent will come out along with the what to say with the soluble steviol glycoside. Then the decolorized solvent is concentrated by evaporation under vacuum and solvent is recovered for recycling. So steviol glycoside start crystallizing from the solvent after it gets concentrated to a certain level. So you can actually crystallize the this is the rhabdioxide A, which is the final step crystals of steviol glycoside. So final step is purification, where it is dissolved in specific hot water alcohol mixture, okay, and then cooled to crystallize the crystal. So sudden heating and sudden cooling will increase the crystal formation. So that is how it is done. Solid glycoside mix is dissolved in specific hot water alcohol mixture and then cooled to crystallize. So this is done repeatedly. கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா வந்து the crystal amount will be increasing. So dissolution and crystallization is done repeatedly. Okay, now everything is automated. Previously it was very difficult. So it is actually heated by passing steam and then cold water is passed through the jacket. Like it is connected to hot water as well as cold water. You will have a vessel. Surrounding the vessel, you will have pipes through which the hot water as well as cold water can be supplied. So when hot water is supplied, it will get dissolved. When cold water is supplied, it will get crystallized. So that is how it is done. So you can separate it. When once it becomes crystallized, you can separate it, okay, by centrifuging it. When you apply a centrifugal force, all the crystals will come and settle down at the bottom, and then you can dry it using vacuum dryers. So when you talk about the economics of it is quite, you can't say it is very affordable. It is not like azola cultivation. You need a total of around 2,58,000 to at least, this is the total cost actually, okay, of farming, cultivation totally. So of the land preparation, irrigation, planting material, okay. Other tavara, you have the labor charges. Other tavara accessories, manure, farmyard manure, labor charges, fertilizers, insecticide, fuel charges. Total cost will be 2,58,000 plus 2,42,000. So anywhere between 5 lakhs to 5.5 lakhs you need to invest if you want to get into this stevia cultivation and extraction. So this is the economics of stevia cultivation. To summarize, this will be the steps where the path from the leaf to the sweetener. Collect the dried leaves, okay, immerse the dried leaves in warm water to extract the extract the steviol, the glycoside, and then through a series of filters, you have to take out the fibers, salt, and the green color. Okay, so you can just go through this. Whatever I have already told you in detail, this is in a summarized form. So filtration, concentration, drying, and crystallization and recrystallization. The crystallization step is done many times. Okay, they will dissolve it in the solvent, again they will crystallize, again they will dissolve it, again they will crystallize to purify the crystal. So recrystallization is done 5 times. They are repeated. Okay, this step 5 and 6 are repeated many times so that the purity of the powder increases. So final end product is made of pure crystals of steviol glycoside that are ready to use as a sweetener. To ensure the strict control system must be implemented, a proper quality checks should be done. Only then it will give you a safe finished product. So stevia extract are exactly the same compound outside the leaf as they are found inside the leaf. So the only thing is they are 200 times more sweeter when they are outside the leaf than when they are inside the leaf. So this actually we finished the